Hello coloring friends, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is my top 10 favorite colored pages from 2024, and also I am answering a few questions from the questions that Karen over at My Colorful Country Life put out a little while ago. There was a tag for other colorists to answer a whole list of questions that she had put out. And I'm not going to answer all of the questions, but I thought I would answer the first 5 questions. So the first question was, what are your top favorites of 2024? So I'm going to go ahead and clear this off. And we'll start here with Shooting Star. So my first one of the top 10, now this isn't in any particular order. I did save probably my top 3 for last, but this is, I'm not starting off with my top favorites, but they are pages that got a lot of views for my color alongs or got a lot of likes on Instagram. So the first one out of the top 10 was this one here, where I colored this one in December. And yeah, I just love the soft feel of this. My normal coloring is very vibrant and rich dark colors, but this time I just felt like this scene needed soft pastel colors and a soft chalk background. And yeah, I'm really happy with this, how this turned out. It's all pencil work except for the background, like I said, is chalk pastel, but yeah, all pencil work here, and Uniball gel pen. And yeah, this one turned out really nice. I love the wintry feel. Okay, the next page out of my top 10 is out of Kirby Roseanne's Alien Worlds. And that was one, also a color along. I think almost every one of these, except for 2, are color along up on my channel. So, oh, here it is, right here. Okay, so it's, yeah, the Speed Demon page. And this is like one of my favorite color palettes is pinks and purples and kind of salmon pink colors in there. It's just really a pleasing color palette. I love how bright and vibrant these Speed Demons are. I even put a little bit of Spectrum Noir, Wink of Stella in the wings here. I don't know if you're able to see. It's a glitter, kind of a sheer, fine glitter. I hope it's picking up there. But yeah, it really helps accent the wings on these Speed Demons. And I remember, so this page, oh my goodness, when did I do it? I think it was like September or October. I didn't put the date on here. Normally I do. But I remember that these clouds took forever because they're all pencil work. And so I was kind of, as I was working through all these clouds, I was rethinking, why did I choose pencils for all these clouds? But anyway, it turned out great. I did the background here with Neocolor 2s. So yeah, this one turned out really nice. All right, on to the next one. My next personal favorite is out of Molly Harrison's Big Fantasy Coloring Book in Grayscale. And I really like doing these grayscale pages because they're just so easy. Not a lot of shading and work. And they just come together so nicely. Let me see if I can find the page. All right, so this is the page. I got my notes here of what I use. And this page is just so nice. I love the color combinations here and the color palette with the gold sparkle background. I don't think it was my Winsor & Newton. I believe it was my Imagine Crafts gold spray. I also use distress inks for the background, which are perfect for backgrounds for this Amazon paper. And I based it with Ohuhu alcohol markers. And I believe I used my Spear Farben pencils on this page. So yeah, I don't know if you're able to see that gold glitter background, but it looks so nice. I just love these magical mermaid pages. Really looking forward to Mermaid this year. I always have fun coloring all the mermaid pages during May. The next page that was in my top 10 is out of Mythic World. Now this one was a color along. It started off as a color along with Karen over at My Colorful Country Life. And so yeah, the background is watercolors and Prismacolor pencils. Now, this is very similar to Karen's page, but I did change up a few things here and there. I remember I changed up, I think it was the color of the clouds and some of these flowers I changed. I also added stickles to some of these flower petals floating around. And I also added, it was folk art extreme glitter on this ribbon sash around the page. I don't know if the camera is picking up the glitter on that. And I also added a pearlescent watercolor over the moon to make it look kind of, well, pearlescent. So I hope the camera's picking all that up. If not, sorry, but it looks really wonderful in person. Very happy with how this page turned out. I just love the blues and the purples and the pinks. Another one of my favorite color palettes. All right. So another page out of my top 10 for 2024 is out of Christine Caron's Wildflower Folk. And it is this page here. This was not a color along, but it was a buddy color that I did kind of in between making videos with my friend Natalie from Nat. I'll put the link. I can't remember. I'm sorry, Natalie. Colors of Nat Art, I think is what it is. I'll put the link up on the screen. And anyway, I just really had a fun time with this page. I just took my time. I really wanted to do this page justice. I did base it with Ohuhu alcohol markers. Now I did use my Prismacolor pencils for all of the coloring and shading over top of the Ohuhu alcohol markers. And the background is with my Kuretake watercolors and a little bit of splatter done. It's a metallic watercolor splatter with my Coliro metallic watercolors and some splatter with my white Winsor & Newton ink as well. And this would probably be in my personal top 5 for 2024 for sure. And yeah, I just absolutely love how this page turned out. I love how I created this sheer effect to her sleeves, the bottom part of her sleeves right here. This was, I just remembered, I took inspiration for the colors for her hair and for her dress from one of Christine Karen's artwork for a different page as inspiration. And yeah, love how this page turned out. And so my next page from my top 10 is this page here. Now, this page was inspired by Phaedra over at, well, I'll put the link on the screen there, over on Instagram. And I saw her page for this and I was like, it has to be done similar to that. I just loved how she did the lion in blues and then purples and oranges down for the rest of the page. And what did I do here? Oh yes, I based it with Ohuhu alcohol markers. I kind of threw everything at this page. I've got some notes here. I started off using my Castle Arts watercolor pencils in these flowers and the clouds here. But quite honestly, I was not impressed with those Castle Arts watercolor pencils. As a matter of fact, I'll probably donate them. I do not think I'll be using them. Now, you know, it's not to say somebody else wouldn't like them, just they didn't work for me. So I went over those with my polychromos here for these flowers, and I did some polychromo pencil work in these Zendoodle designs, as well as some gold glitter gel pen, metallic watercolor, I think that was Coliro, my white Winsor & Newton ink splatters, Posca, what else? I think there was even some fine liner. I did some fine liner in these really dark backgrounds here. That was fine liner. Wow, I think I just threw a ton of media at this page. Oh, and the background was with Derwent ink tints. So yeah, I had fun. I had fun doing this page, and I absolutely love how it turned out. Another page in my top 5 for sure. All right, and getting down to the end of my top 10. Now, you all know that Seasons has been a project book that you see continuously on my channel. I started this book in 2019, and I had quite a few pages done out of this book. And in 2022, I decided to make it a project book and finish it on my channel with color alongs. I'm nearly finished with it. I have like about 15 pages now. If you want to see a video on what I've colored so far, I do have a video up on my channel. I think I made it back in September. So obviously I've colored pages since then, but you know, that'll catch you up on what I've done up to September. Anyway, 3 of my favorite pages are from this book. And so, let's see. Okay, and here is definitely one of my top 10, and this is probably another one of my top 5 finished pages for 2024. And incidentally, this page was my most liked page for 2024 over on Instagram. I think I had, I don't know, 700 or 800 likes on this page, which is a lot for me. And it was my #1 page for 2024 over there on Instagram. So for this page, it has the Kuretake watercolor background, and I remember that I was trying to cover up some bleed through that I had from this page. These purples from this page bled through onto the background, and so I needed to do something that was fairly opaque and kind of on the dark side in order to cover that bleed through. And there were some kind of marks on the page, but I think I managed to cover them up quite well. I love how his crown turned out. I used a sparkle gel pen. I think it was a jelly roll for his crown. I don't know if it's picking up there, but I love the limited color palette here with the greens and aquas and a little bit of dark blue in here. It just came together so cohesively, and the purple, little bits of purple in there really add to the overall look. And yeah, definitely a favorite page of mine. I would say this is my second favorite page of 2024. All right, and so my next top 10 page is this one here. This one is what I called Yuletide Birds, and another Kuretake watercolor background, Prismacolor pencils, gold Winsor and Newton splatters in that background there, and I believe it was either a Tuliart paint pen or my beige Posca. I can't remember which, for the accents here around the candle flames and in the candles and birds themselves. And yeah, this page really turned out nicely. I think it's just the limited color palette again, and these real vibrant colors that just go so well. These muted dark teals with the kind of orangey and pinky orangey colors just look really nice together. All right, and so the next page out of my top 10 is this one here. This is one of my latest color alongs up on my channel. And yeah, this, I was really dragging my feet to color this page. I don't like to color fur. It's just so time consuming and tedious for me. But this page came together really nicely. I was pleasantly surprised. I based the cat and the dog with my Neocolor 2s, and then went over with Prismacolor pencils and just a little bit of fur strokes at the end. And yeah, they came together really nicely. The background is just gorgeous. Now, I did this background with my Paul Rubin oil pastels that I recently received to do a review. That is also up on my channel. And yeah, this background was super easy, just a lot of finger blending. And yeah, I do know that there are tools for blending, but I really love the look of blending with your finger. It just has a look that you can't really get with using tools. And yeah, I love how this page came together. Lots of Tuliart paint pens over the top, my white Posca, and that white Winsor and Newton ink for the star splatter effect in the background. Yes, so I would say this is another of my personal top 5 favorites for 2024. All right, and the very last book for 2024 is out of Anastasia Koldareva's Ecliptica, and it is this Horned Lady page right here. I don't know what it is about her. She is my top favorite personal favorite for 2024. I just love how she turned out. I love the color palette for this page. I was really proud of myself on this portrait page. And I'm going to be trying to do more works out of these books in 2025 for sure. All right, so the next question on Karen's list, I'm just doing a few of her questions, was what was your most liked page on Instagram? And it was that goose page. I think I mentioned that when we were looking at it earlier. The goose page was the most liked page over on Instagram with, I think it was in the high 700s of likes. And yeah, that got lots of love over there on Instagram. The next question was goals set and met in 2024. Well, the only goal that I had set for 2024 was to try to finish seasons. Now, I didn't get there nearly. I almost got there, but yeah, so that will be a goal that I will carry on to 2025. I should have no problem finishing this book in 2025. And so that kind of answers that question about one of my goals for 2025 will be to finish this book, but that shouldn't be a problem at all. The next question that Karen had was books colored. How many different books did you color in this year? Well, I counted and it was approximately 31 books that I colored in. And I did also a few Etsy PDF downloads from Lana Green and Christine Karen. I loved color portraits. And so I did a few of those that were downloaded from Etsy. The next question that she had on her list was pages colored. How many pages did you color this year? I colored approximately 82 pages, I believe it was. Now, I did take off 2.5 months during the summer. I took off all of June, all of July, and the first half of August from coloring. I just wanted to follow other interests like my scrapbooking and junk journaling, that kind of stuff. I really like to do that. And unfortunately, I just don't get enough time to do that the rest of the year with all of the coloring and keeping up on making videos for my channel. My scrapbooking just kind of takes a back seat. So with all of that being said, I didn't get to as many pages as, some people did. 82 though, I consider that quite a lot of pages, really. So that averages out to somewhere between 5 to 10 pages per month. And yeah, that seems to be all I can do. My pages seem to be really detailed, lots of, detail work. And it takes me a good probably 3 to 5 days to finish a page. So, yeah, they just seem to take me quite a while. And so that pretty much wraps it up for this video. I hope you've enjoyed these pages. Let me know what was your favorite page of 2024. And if you have any books that you would love to see color alongs from in the upcoming year, let me know down in the comments section. As you all know, I will be continuing my work in seasons. We'll definitely have about 3 videos a month from seasons. I will be doing a lot of videos from mythographic books. I did get 2 more mythographic books for Christmas. So I will try to make at least a couple videos per month out of my mythographic books. and also Kirby Roseanne's books. But yeah, let me know if there are some books that you would love to see color alongs out of. And yeah, so I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye now.